So continue with the problem. We are here. We have root 3 times L equals 120, or L is equal to 120 divided by root 3, which I will see as again rationalizing the denominator. Okay, let me clear the board a little. So because the sign is that trigonometric ratio which connects my PQ and PR, I have substituted sign. So when I take L equals 120 divided by root 3, rationalize the denominator, I will have 120 root 3 divided by 3, which will be 40 times root 3. So many meters is the length of the string. Okay, so your answer you will report as the length of the string is 40 root 3 meters. So the length of the string is 40 root 3 meters. Maybe we can do 2 more problems quickly because we have 10 minutes conveniently. So let us complete 2 more problems. Be a little more faster. Okay, moving on to the 6th problem. Let us try to understand the problem. A 1.5 meter tall boy is standing at some distance from a 30 meter tall building. So you understand now the height of the boy is also given. That means you cannot avoid the height of the observer. So your diagram should be very, very clearly done. Please don't interfere with my audio. Please switch off or mute your audio. Darshan, I am talking to you only. Your video only is popping up every time. Yeah, so there is an observer whose height is given and he is observing another tower, building, okay, 30 meter tall building. So this is my building first. So this is the ground level. I take my building as AB. And there is an observer, a boy is standing. His height is also given. I call it CD. And we will label the height now. So the height of the building is 30 meters. So this is 30 meters. AB is given as 30 meters. And the height of the boy is given as 1.5 meters. This is the boy who is standing. Alright, so there are 2 verticals now. One is the building, which is 30 meters high, and the other one is the boy CD, who is 1.5 meters tall. The angle of elevation from the eyes of the boy to the top of the building increases from 30 degrees to 60 degrees as he walks towards the building. So he is walking towards the building. Towards the building means he is moving nearer to the building. So this is another imaginary line that I am going to draw. I am putting it as dotted lines. Why? Because from here only our observation is going to happen. Alright. So he is moving like this towards the, I call this the new point. From C, that is from D, he is moving to E. Okay, I will show it here only. That you should understand that he is moving because the movement will happen in the ground only. So from D, he has gone to a new position. When he was at C, the angle of elevation was something given. It changes from 30 to 60. Yes. So previously when he was looking from this point, he is standing at D because his eyes is here. From the eyes to the top, that is your line of sight. So this angle was equal to 30 degrees. Now when he moved to this new position, from here when he is seeing the top of the tower, the angle is 60 degrees. So from 30 degrees, it has become 60 degrees. How it has become? Previously he was standing at B, now he is moving towards the tower. He is moving closer to the tower, and when he is reaching the new point, now when he looks up to the top of the tower of the building, it is 60 degrees. Alright, so once this has changed from 30 to 60, he has moved some distance, which is not known to me. Is it given? The angle of elevation from his eyes to the building increases from 30 degrees to 60 degrees when he moves towards the building. Find the distance he walked towards the building. So there are so many things that we have to understand. He was standing here. So this is the distance we want. We will call it X. How much distance he has moved from the original position to the new position is asked. Alright. And this total height of the building is given as 30. If I mark another point here, say A, B, C, D, E is over, I mark this as F. What should be your length or the height FB? Is it given to me? FB.
1.5 meter.
Yes,
1.5
exactly 1.5 meters, because this FC is a line parallel to the ground at this height 1.5. So I can write this also as 1.5. Alright. Now if I know FB is 1.5, can I find out AF?
28
I know my FB is 1.5.
28.5 meter.
AF. Yes. How can you find out AF? This total length is 30. From that, if you remove 1.5, this AF will be 28.5. How it is 28.5? Did you understand? This is totally 30. From the 30, if you remove 1.5, this AF will be 28.5. Because 30 minus 1.5 is 28.5. Now, why I want this 28.5? Because my right triangles are formed here, not here. The right triangles are not formed at the bottom, they are formed at this position. So that is why now I am going to consider two right triangles. Can you see two right triangles here? I am shading the first right triangle. A, F, I have to give another point, F, G. A, F, G is one right triangle. The second right triangle is A, F, C. Do you agree both of them are right triangles? Because this angle definitely is going to become 90 degrees. Vertical, horizontal. So you have two right triangles and we are going to make use of both the right triangles. So let us see what happens when we are taking the two right triangles and try to get their ratios there. Now, first right triangle, the smaller one, the shaded one, in right triangle, AFG. The known is this side AF, and what I want is FG. So AF, FG with respect to 60, AF is the opposite side and FG is the adjacent side. So which is the ratio I want? I will take tan of 60 will be equal to opposite by adjacent, which is equal to AF by FG. Now what is tan 60? The value is root 3. So I have just substituted root 3 equals AF by FG. AF ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. AF is 28.5. So root 3 equals 28.5 divided by FG. FG ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. That's what I don't know. So FG is equal to 28.5 divided by root 3. I hope you understand. This is multiplied. FG into root 3 ಆದರೆ root 3 ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ it comes to the denominator. So you are getting this like this. I'm not going to rationalize now because I want something else also to be done. So let me find out FC, this total length from the bigger triangle. So I go to the second triangle. In right triangle, AFC. Now the angle is 30, opposite gottile, adjacent gottile. So I will take tan of 30 equals, again opposite by adjacent, which is, again your opposite is AF. Adjacent now is the full length because I am talking about the bigger triangle. So FC is the adjacent side. So tan 30 I know is 1 by root 3 equals AF is 28.5 divided by FC. Or my FC will be 28.5 into root 3. Alright, so this is my FC. Correct? Now I got FC, I got FG. What is it that I want? Look carefully, FC I got it. I got my FG also. What is it that I have to find out? I have to find out this X, ED. ED is equal to GC. From the figure can you see GC is nothing but ED. How do I find out GC?
FC minus FG.
FC minus FG.
FC minus FG. This total length minus this length will give you GC. So I will write my GC equals ED from the figure. Then I know my GC is FC minus FG. FC minus FG. So GC ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ED ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಬಹುದು. Now FC I got it as 28.5 times root 3 minus this is 28.5 divided by root 3. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Now I will have two fractions which I am trying to simplify. Subtraction I have to do. ಇಲ್ಲಿ LCM ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. The LCM will be root 3. Correct? So after cross multiplication it will be 28.5 into root 3 will become 3 minus 28.5. 4 divided by root 3. So ಇದನ್ನ simplify ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ you can multiply 28.5 with root 3 and then do it, or you take 28.5 as common. This will be 3 minus 1. Correct? 28.5 into 3 minus 28.5. I ignore both. Easy for me to multiply. Divided by root 3. So this will become 2 times 28.5. 3 minus 1 will become 2. So 2 times 28.5, how much should it be? Everything I have to do.
57.
Yeah, 57.
57.
Divided by root 3. I think you're seeing the board here. Is it visible? I think it's visible. So I get a 28.5 into 2, that is 57 divided by root 3. Shall I leave it like this?
No, ma'am, we should
No,
rationalize.
because there is an irrational. So multiply with root 3 and divide with root 3. That will become 57 root 3 divided by 3. So 57 is a multiple of 3. You can cancel. How many times?
19.
19 times. So it will be 19 root 3 meters. So what is this 19 root 3? It is the distance he has moved towards the tower. That is what he was asking us. What is the distance this boy has moved towards the tower? This is x. This x is equal to GC. GC is what we have found as equal to ED. So ED na calculate madag ishtu bantu. So you can write the answer as the boy has moved a distance of 19 root 3 meters towards the building. Towards the building. So this is how you complete the problem. I think we will stop here today. we are exceeding the time. I think we have conveniently completed 6 problems. Good enough, I should say. So please complete this and see that you have understood every problem that is done in the class. If there is a doubt, we can always discuss or start from the doubt only tomorrow. Please keep recalling the specific angles every day. Don't wait for me to come and do it, because some of you are continuously asking me in the WhatsApp, what is that we have to revise. You have to keep on revising the ratios and the specific angles, because these are the two we are using every day in the class for this chapter. Ratios correct agotagbeku, and you should know the specific angles also. So please complete revising that every day before you attend the class. Today I have given you a task also of trying to shoot how you are finding the angle of elevation using your clinometer. If some of you are able to do it and post it in the group, it will be very good. So try to complete that. Somebody is getting added now to get an end of the meeting. I don't know why they are joining so late, for their own reasons known to them. So please do all these problems on your own once again and practice, because today it was very simple as I was doing most of the time. You were only watching what I am doing. So now you go take the problem, close this classwork and keep it aside. Read the problem from the textbook. See if you are able to draw or picturize the situation as a right triangle. Identify what is asked and what is given. Then see which is that ratio which can connect this given and the unknown. Then decide to apply that in your right triangle. You should recall the specific angle properly for the ratio that you have taken. That completes 50% of the job. The remaining is just cross multiplication, simplification of fractions, etc., which you should be able to do. So try doing only 6 problems I have done. You can definitely sit in the afternoon, try doing all these 6 problems on your own. See, as we move higher in the exercise, the problems will be more complicated. So unless you understand these simple ones, moving ahead tomorrow will become redundant. So please practice these problems. Try to understand how the right triangle is formed. That is 25% of your job done. The remaining 25% is how you substitute the given, the unknown, and connect it with a ratio in trigonometry. That is another 25%. And the remaining 50% of the problem is your recall of the specific angle and the simplification of the fractions. So, all right, we will stop here. Maybe you have to join. You should not be late for the next class. So, it is a bye from here. I'll send the recording as quickly as possible. Please go through it if you have any doubt. So, bye.
Bye.